What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Rex Wrights is at it again with another episode of All Eyes on Raph, episode 10. Yep, and that's right, we have made it to the double-digit mark. For those who have supported me throughout this small little journey that will one day become bigger than life, I hope so. I want to thank you. No big deal. I would just want to jump into some topics here that I've been missing out on. I haven't been as frequent as I wanted to be, but I do have some topics for you, and hopefully they will entertain you or keep your ears open. So, it wasn't that long ago that a rapper by the name of Chinx Drugz was gunned down in a drive-by shooting in Queens. He's a member of the Coke Boys group French Montana has put together through the time of his career, and it's kind of sad, you know. There's not that much to weigh in on, but it says here that he was killed at 4 a.m. Queens Boulevard. He was in a silver Porsche. He came out of a club. It says here Chinx was one of the most talented, professional, determined rappers this industry had to offer. Chinx represented Channel Ray, wrote in statement Billboard reported. Furthermore, he was a friend. It says he was someone inside fired at a 9mm multiple times. Chinx died at the hospital. The other passenger in the car survived. Police are still seeking further information. So, from the story I've read here online, it says that he was at a club, and then he was going to a hookah bar, and the hookah bar was closed, and that's when he got caught up, when he went to the corner store and got shot on the corner. Obviously it's a terrible thing that happened to him. I used to listen to Chinx Drugz. I think he was a pretty good rapper for a guy that was, to many, I would say, outside of the New York area, or if you didn't listen to French Montana, he'll probably be looked at as a secondary rapper, or like a B-level rapper or C-level, someone that they listen to, but because the other rapper, the main rapper, is on the song, so he was like a feature on some songs. And he had a track called Get Up Out My Trap House. I don't know if it had a remix with Jadakiss, but the one that I listened to had Jadakiss on it. And I think he was a decent, dope rapper. Like, I couldn't find any flaws in his music. He was pretty good, and he represented New York the right way. He had his own style. But the main reason why I want to comment on this topic, besides the fact that it's sad, because it is sad, and he didn't deserve to be killed like that, especially when he had no beef. You know, there was some people saying that he didn't have any beef. So it's just an inconvenient thing that happened to a guy that's, he was only 33 years old. You know, he had a 31-year-old rapper, and he has a son or a daughter, I'm not sure which, but it's still terrible, you know. And a topic came up on the internet about, you know, fuck the hood, or F the hood, or this is what happens when you live in the hood, and this is like that's the main thing that came out of it. And, you know, to me, I don't know if I could agree with everything that people are saying. And there are levels to everything, and the hood is not the lowest level. So people need to get that straight. It might be the lowest level in the United States, when it comes to making money and being on the bracket, of making money, but it's not the lowest of the lowest. The lowest of the lowest is being homeless. The lowest of the lowest is when you're surviving just drinking water and you barely have any food. That's the lowest. And I can't really say if Chinx got caught up in the hood. I don't want to go with that. This is something that always happens. There's a lot of rappers that died in the hood, and some are legendary. Like Jam Master Jay, he is a legendary rapper. Well, not rapper, he was a DJ, but you know what I mean. There's a lot of legends that passed away in the hood. If you were born in it and you died in it, the saddest part is not that you died in the hood. The saddest part is that you died. So why is that? It's like a main issue for people to talk about. Like, how are you gonna say that being in the hood? I technically moved out of it, but in a sense, I still live in another version of a hood. So it doesn't go away. And even if I do leave it, when it comes to like making money or something like that, it's never gonna leave my spirit and my soul and make me. I'm not gonna forget where it come from. Almost as like if a rich person became broke all of a sudden and then they threw him in the hood or she in the hood, how would she or he react to things? You know how they react. They would be standoffish. They would feel like they don't want to be a part of this. They don't feel like they have to go about any of the rules. They will want to call the police at all times. That's how it goes. And to me, it's just it goes off of levels. And I'm not trying to use Chinx Drugz again. I'm not trying to use him as a way to knock down the topic of F the hood or whatever. I'm just trying to speak on the topic because I think it was pretty stupid to bring that up when the guy passed away. That's the main thing. We should be talking about how we're gonna help this guy. And I'm glad that some rappers came out. Joel Santana, Jadakiss. There was some more rappers, of course. French Montana. I'm sure Diddy did some help out there to make sure that his family was taken care of. But I think that's like a really low topic to talk about. I don't think I could ever say F the hood. I mean, there are some things that I would never want for it to happen again. I would never want to go through it again. But it's a life experience, and some of that stuff makes you older than you already are. And sometimes it can make you younger. So, I don't know. I just see it as a part of life. There's always ups and downs. So yeah, that's my take on the F the hood topic, and my condolences go out to Chinx Drugz family and anybody that listens to Chinx Drugz. If you really liked him, if you thought he was a dope rapper, I agree with you, and you should keep supporting his brand and his music. Alright, now jumping into the talk of Avengers. I got to see Avengers 2 about a week ago, and I thought it was pretty good. Overall, I give the movie a 8.5. If I saw it again, it'd probably be a little bit higher, but I thought it was a really good movie there were some things that had me standoffish. Of course, because I don't watch that much Marvel, but it's starting to grow on me, and I'm starting to understand what's going on with the Avengers and where Marvel is going. Um, they have really high hopes for the Avengers brand, and the whole movie is it's bigger than life. Honestly, there's so much going on with those movies. It's hard to comprehend everything all at once. You might have to watch it once or twice, and if you haven't seen the other movies, then it's really hard to keep up. But besides that, I thought the movie was good. Um, I look at it as a stepping stone movie to get to the third one, because I think the third one is going to be way better. Uh, Avengers 2 was a lot like Avengers 1, but the thing is that there was more problems going on with Tony Stark. Now, if you haven't seen the movie, you should like fast forward, or I don't know what you want to do, but this is definitely a spoiler alert. Um. Anyway, there's a lot going on with Tony Stark. He was all over the place. He was making mistakes. He was doing good. In some points, he made some good decisions. But I'm always gonna be Team Captain America. So this is where I'm beginning to divide within the movie. Um, Hulk was good. I would say that Bruce Banner was way better. Bruce Banner was a way better character to stay stuck on and pay attention to see what actually is going to happen in the movie. There were some surprises, and overall, I think it was a good movie when it comes to the Avengers, the team. Now, the core of the team is still was dope too, and from from the beginning of the movie, it was a little confusing, and you couldn't tell where the movie was gonna go. Um, we had some jokes in the middle of it, and there was some romance going on there, and some real life stories going on. So I like that. It created stability for the movie, for the end of the movie. And when they had those certain characters being confused by one of the characters, I forgot her name. She confused some of the characters there, and she had them in a daze and gave them nightmares and dreams and stuff like that. That was crazy. I found that really cool. I didn't expect anything like that. So, and plus, I'm not a Marvel fan, which I do need to start doing my homework on. But at the end of the day, I am gonna go back to the drawing board on some of these movies, because I see that they do connect in Guardians of the Galaxy, and I want to go back and watch some of those movies, especially because some of the what is it called when the it was like the some crystal, it was like a crystal that they were all looking for, and they're very important, and there's like 7 or 6 of them or something like that, and some of them are in Guardians of the Galaxy, also in Thor, so I need to go back and watch those. But I am more excited for Civil War and the next Captain America, which should be dope. It looks like they're bringing all the best storylines into the single character movies, which is what I'm looking forward to, because I'm not gonna say that I'm not a fan of the Avengers, but it's getting a little played out for me. I love the story, I love where it's going, and there's a lot going on. It's like the main attraction for Marvel. So you have to watch it. It's like it's a must. You have to watch Avengers. But I'd rather watch stuff that leads up to it too. So I don't know. It has me excited. I give it an 8.5. You should go and watch it. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. Go and enjoy it. Go with your friends. Go with your family. Go with your significant other. And enjoy it. It's worth it. Trust me. You will have fun. Yep. So you already know, guys. It is the finals. The NBA finals are here. And they didn't even sneak up because actually we had a dope semi-conference finals. And it was pretty entertaining. The spotlight was on these guys. Some of these people that spoke the most crap throughout the whole season was even close to becoming MVP, including LeBron, because he was on that list. The spotlight was on them, and it's crazy because so much has happened in the NBA season that has passed. And what could I say? It's been entertaining. We have James Harden dropping the ball in his series versus the Golden State Warriors, and then we have Atlanta not having enough experience and depth to compete against the Cavaliers. Now, when it comes to the Cavaliers, I give most credit to that team. And it's crazy. I find it insane that they've gotten that far so quickly without a really good coach. But it's also to blame the playing field in the East Coast. There's not enough competitors out there. There's not that much big bad wolves out there. So, who were they gonna face if it wasn't the Wizards, or Atlanta or something? There's no big bad wolves out there. There's just LeBron. So, I don't know. To me, I think that the finals are gonna be very entertaining. I'm gonna be rooting for the Warriors. And if you haven't checked my Facebook, my Instagram, you should know by now. If you don't know, I'm rooting for the Warriors. Nothing against LeBron. I'm just not favoring the Cavaliers right now. I wouldn't be mad if they won a championship, but right now I don't see them winning. I can't bring up true facts like I want to because I didn't watch the whole season. But it's inevitable. You guys probably already picked who you want to win as I'm speaking. The finals have not started. They're going to start this week. But the Cavaliers have some options. They have an okay roster to compete against the Warriors. What are they going to need? I think they're going to need to trade threes. There's no other way to compete with that team. The Warriors have a lot of people to go inside. They have a lot of rebounds, a lot of second chance points. They have a lot of guys that they can create and that are quick. They have a second bench, a bench that can come off really well, just like the first. And I think that's going to be the X factor for the Cavaliers, is definitely some 3-point shots. If they can do that, they can survive, I believe. And for the Warriors, it's going to be experience. I have the Warriors winning in 6 games. Now, write that down. That's where I got it ending. It's not going to go to 7. I see it going down to 6 games. and I just see the Warriors dominating the last two. It's gonna be a problem for LeBron, and he's gonna have to figure out how to lead his team without knowing what other weapons could he use. Because that man is not gonna be scoring 50 points every game. He could probably do it once, but like I said, man, it's gonna be a lot of high-scoring basketball the first 2-3 games, and there might be some smack talking. It's gonna be a lot of defensive schemes. Basically, to me, this is gonna be a very entertaining finals compared to the last few that we've had, because the last few that we've had have been all rivalries. You look at it, Lakers, Heat versus the Spurs, Heat, Mavericks. Those are rivalries. Those all goes back, those Heat, Mavericks, that goes back to 07. And with D Wade in there. So those are all rivalries. And this is going to be the first time that it's going to be true basketball. And let's see if Curry is that magician, Let's see if his wrist is really what he says he's about, Let me know who you're going for. It's going to be an interesting one. We all know this. Just leave a comment. Cavaliers or Warriors. On to the next one. Now, on to a topic that it's just weird to me, that this fight didn't go as planned. It's funny, sometimes I just sit back and watch how certain boxers handle certain situations, and I'm learning a lot about boxing. Now, just to let you guys know, I'm talking about the Algieri versus Khan match fight, on PBC, Spike TV. I watched boxing a lot when I was younger with my uncle, and I didn't really get too caught up in the warm-up part of it, and the press conference and the talking smack when I was really young. All I knew is what happened in the ring and in the aftermath. But now I've been getting way more caught up into it, and for the past 5 or 10 years I've always checked out the press conference stuff, see what's going on, see what this guy's saying to the other guy, and seeing who's confident, checking out the chinks in the armor, and seeing who says what, and what are they about, and who's serious, And I was really intrigued in Amir Khan's stand in this fight. And it's weird because this guy really doesn't know who he wants to fight anymore. Now, I used to be an Amir Khan fan, and I still am, and I'm also a fan of the person Amir Khan. But his marketing scheme is beginning to have holes in it, because he is becoming like Miguel Cotto and Floyd Mayweather. And that is not a diss to those guys, because if you think about it, they're like one of the most paid boxers right now. So take your pick, pick your poison, basically. You can be split in the middle, but how are you supposed to further your career if you're constantly stretching your outcomes before you even get a title, before you even have a big match? Like, this guy is calling out Pacquiao, he's calling out Mayweather, he's calling out whoever he thinks is gonna be a big fight for him. But then he won't fight the guy that's literally in his hometown by the name of Kell Brook, that has a title, that can fight and is undefeated. I mean, if there's not a bigger fight that you should take, it should be Kell Brook. There's no other guy that you should be fighting. I mean, of course you can fight Pacquiao. Of course. Of course. Pacquiao just went through his whole debacle. The man's dealing with lawsuits right now. Like, I wouldn't even be thinking about Pacquiao. Of course you can fight Pacquiao. Of course. He's not even 37 yet. He's going to be 37, and he might run for president when he's 40. So that gives him maybe 2 or 3 years. Maybe. Depending on how he feels. He's never been one to fight less than 2 times a year, but he's injured. So now what? You're gonna dodge all of these young lions? You're freaking 28 years old. Amir Khan, you're 28 years old. You know? But let me get back to what happened on Friday. Friday, Amir Khan steps into the ring with Chris Algieri. Chris Algieri is a C plus, maybe C minus boxer. On Friday, he looked pretty good. I would say that he looked almost on Amir Khan's level. And that is Amir Khan's fault. Number 2, I think Algieri really wanted to prove himself, and of course Khan should have known that. So he should have dominated a little bit better. The rounds were way too close, and the way he won was impressive, but for me it's not something that's impressive to make me say, well, wow, you know what, Amir Khan's gonna be he's going to the Hall of Fame. Because the thing is, when it comes to money, he's put himself in the Miguel Cotto, Mayweather realm, Triple G, Sergey Kovalev, all these guys that are making really good money, and or are beginning to make really good money. Amir Khan has been making money for a while now, with losses, because some of these guys I'm talking about are undefeated. So how are you going to get in the ring with Mayweather without fooling the fans? Because you're going to lose. And if you don't lose, then that'll be a miracle. To me, in my eyes, I do not see you beating Mayweather. Back to Friday. Algieri was not ready for Amir Khan's speed. I thought he did pretty well in some rounds. He threw some really strong shots that if it was another boxer, like a skilled, strong boxer like Kell Brook, like Timothy Bradley, maybe a Cotto, or somebody like in that realm of a 147. I mean, there's young lions out there that would really do damage on Amir Khan. Like, bad. That are undefeated. So it's like, it's kind of strange to me on the state of boxing, on how they do things, because I don't know if Amir Khan was born with a silver spoon in his mouth or what, but this guy, it's all about money for him. If you look at his interviews, it's all about money for that man, and he's dedicated to the sport, but he's not that talented. He's just determined, and he promises a lot, but he cannot fight these elite fighters without having a lot of tune-ups. And if you're, and this is for Amir Khan fans, if I haven't lost you already, if you're an Amir Khan fan, there's going to be a lot of waiting for you to see when this guy actually makes it. I mean, the guys that he should be facing is Maidana, Broner, maybe Danny Garcia again. I know he's not gonna go. I know Khan's not gonna go down. But if Garcia went up, and they played around with some catch weight, or they just made a big deal about it, then it could be a great fight, especially in New York, because Khan likes to fight in New York. So it's like, where are these people that you want to fight? Because some of them are not even paying attention to you, like Mayweather. He's not caring about you. I mean, the only way he would fight you is just to prove a point, because some fans don't even want to see that fight because they know what's gonna happen. It's just gonna be the same old thing. So you gotta look for something else. My guess is that he's probably gonna start calling out some of Kell Brook's opponents, and that's how he's gonna make his money. He's just gonna fight these little C-level fighters and just stick around and stay in the realm and keep calling out Mayweather, keep calling out Pacquiao for a year or two. And I'm literally gonna shut him off, because I actually thought he was a dope fighter until I saw him get in the ring on Friday. And I was like, wow, this guy doesn't have that much talent, because if he fights someone that's a little bit bigger than him, a little slower than him, and that doesn't have that much skills as him, he looks fantastic and great. But if he gets into a ring with someone that's elite, because that's why I said he's stuck in limbo, and that's the issue. I don't think he sucks. Khan does not suck, but he's stuck in limbo. He has to have a fight to redeem himself. He did not redeem himself on Friday, so he has to fight either Garcia again, Broner. He has to push for it. And the other day, he came out. Well, not even the other day. He came out with with some kind of report on Twitter saying that someone's on drugs or something like that. So now he's saying that Kell Brook is on drugs, or they're taking steroids or something like that. So he's making excuses again. He told Kell Brook, hey, go get a title. He went and got a title. Hey, let me know when you can make some money and I'll fight you. What are you talking about? My promoter can get us in Wembley Stadium. It's 100,000 fans. Pounds. Like, what more do you want? You already have the American fans. I have the England fans, and they want to know who's the true England fighter. Come on. So eventually, I'm assuming that he is not going to keep dodging this fight forever. So that's my take on Amir Khan versus Algieri. I really believe that Algieri can do a lot more. He just needs to pick up on his speed, and he has a dope coach. He has a really good coach. His coach is trained. He also trains Sergey Kovalev, and he needs a tune-up fight. He needs a really good tune-up fight, like something that a guy that has a name, and not put himself in another predicament where he's literally a tomato can. Like, it's crazy. I find it entertaining though, because he keeps being put in there with elite fighters and he does okay. But of course, we don't want to always see that forever. So I see him having a bright future. I don't know if he's gonna have a brighter future than Khan, but let's see what happens. June 6th, we got Miguel Cotto fighting Gil, and the title's on the line. What's my prediction? I will make a video on it, and you will have to hit me up and see where I'm at with this, because I'm still taken back that he's fighting Gil. at 157. That's kind of funny to me. But whatever, like, it should be a good fight. I'm gonna watch it. There's so much to come in the month of June. I am trying my best to see if I could catch a fight in July. Maybe I can make it to the stadium and get some footage for you guys. But I don't want to promise anything. Uh, Let me know what you guys are looking forward to. It's your boy Rex Righteous, and that is it for All Eyes on Raf, episode 10. Keep in touch, guys. ADM Boxing, Raf Legend 193, Rafael Calvo, R.Calvo 29, Facebook. Hit me. Peace.